Dick Whittington had oft been told that London streets were paved with gold. "We'd better take a look at that," he murmured to his faithful cat. And finally they made it there and finished up in Berkeley Square. So far, so good. But Dickie knew that he must find some work to do. Imagine, if you can, his joy at being made a pantry boy to Lord and Lady Hellespont. What more could a young lad want? His lordship's house was huge and warm. Each footman wore a uniform. Rich carpets lay on all the floors, and big brass doorknobs on the doors. Why, Whittington had never seen a house so marvelously clean, although, regrettably, his cat soon did some things to alter that. His lordship kicked the cat so hard, it landed in a neighbour's yard. But still, each morning on the floor, it did what it had done before. His lordship shouted, "Fetch my gun! I'll nail the blighter on the run!" "Call up the beaters, rush him out! I know he's somewhere hereabout!" It is a fact that wealthy men do love to shoot things now and then. They shoot at partridge, pheasant, grouse, though not so much inside the house. But now his lordship stalks the brute with gun in hand, prepared to shoot. He crouches down behind a chair. "Aha! What's that moving over there?" Of course, the poor sap couldn't know his wife was on the portico, locked in a passionate embrace with second footman Albert Grace. The gun goes off, bang, bang, boom, boom! The noise explodes around the room. You should have seen the lady jump as grape shot struck her in the rump. And in the kitchen, washing up, Dick jumps and breaks a precious cup. This is a crime no decent cook could bring herself to overlook. This cook, a brawny, powerful wench, put Whittington across a bench and systematically began to beat him with a frying pan, which she had very quickly got from off the stove, all sizzling hot. Poor Whittington, his rump of flame at last escapes the fearsome dame and runs outside across the street, clutching his steaming, smoking seat. The cat, now very frightened, said, "Let's beat it quick before we're dead." At that point, with an angry shout, her ladyship comes flying out. Although indeed she had been shot, it wasn't in a vital spot. She yells, "I'm on the run as well! Old Hellespont can go to hell!" Just then a peal of bells rings out. Each bell begins to sing and shout. Dick could quite distinctly hear a message coming through the air. He actually could hear his name. He heard the bells of Bow proclaim, "Turn again, Whittington, thou worthy citizen. Turn again, Whittington, Lord Mayor of London." Mayor of London, cries the cat. I never heard such rot as that. Her ladyship butts in and yells, the cat is right, that's not the bells. Beauchurch has got a crazy vicar, a famous and fantastic tricker, a disco king, a hi-fi buff, a whiz on electronic stuff. He's rigged up speakers in the steeple to fool dim-witted country people. Listen, you poor misguided youth. In London, no one tells the truth. She looks at Dick. Dick looks at her. She smiles and says, my dear sir, I prefer your face to second footman Albert Grace. I think we'd make a nifty team. With me the strawberries, you the cream. The cat cries, Dick, you do not want to fool with Lady Hellespont. These females from the upper classes spend their lives in making passes. At this point, with a mighty roar, Lord Hellespont bursts through the door. He sees his wife, he lifts his gun, the lady screams and starts to run. Once more with a colossal thump, the grape shot struck her in the rump. Oh gosh, cries Dick, I do declare that no one's bum seems safe in here. The furious red-faced lady stands clutching her bottom in her hands and shouts, you deliberately pointed that filthy gun at me. He cries, I aimed it at the cat. The lady shouts, the cat, my hat. You don't think I'm believing that? Oh, yes, you must, his lordship cries, blinking his crafty, boozy eyes. I simply cannot be to blame, because all cats look much the same. The cat cried, that's a vicious slur. How dare you say I look like her? Now Whittington pulls out his sword and runs it through the noble lord, shouting, gadzooks, hooray, there passes one member of the upper classes. Her ladyship leaps high with joy and cries, well done, my scrumptious boy. The old goat's clobbered once for all. Now you and I can have a ball. The cat shouts, Dick, do not succumb to the blandishments of that old crumb. And by the way, the man who told you London streets were paved with gold was telling dreadful porky pies. That's Cockney rhyming slang for lies. The cat went on, it seems to me these streets are paved with rotten dreams. Come home, my boy, without more fuss. This lousy town's no place for us. Dick says, you're right. Then sighs and mumbles, well, well. That's how the cookie crumbles.